Katie Stice, CEO at the Rancho Mirage Chamber of Commerce. And if you are in business, then you need to stay tuned to this show today. One of my favorite companies locally, we are going to be talking with a group of amazing women at HR Advantage, and they are a one-stop shop. When you hear about all of the things that they do for your business, you're going to be blown away. So if you're watching, put in the comments where you're watching from. If you have any questions, please add them in. And let's welcome our guests today. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Katie.
Absolutely. Happy to have all of you. And for the watchers out there who may not know you, although I have a feeling a lot of them do, let's go ahead and have you guys introduce yourselves. Norma, would you like to begin?
Yes, thank you, Katie. Very happy to be here. My name's Norma A. Castaneda, and I'm the founder and owner of HR Advantage, LLC.
Happy to have you here, Norma. Thank you. Teresa?
So I'm Teresa Maggio. I am the National Business Development Director for HR Advantage and also with the Competitive Advantage.
Thank you. And Joanna?
Hi, everyone. I'm Joanna Luna, Senior HR Specialist and Business Development Operations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And we're thrilled to have you here. And ladies, when we look at your website and everything that you do, and by the way, for everyone who's out there watching, the website is right on the screen. We're looking at all of the features, the suite of offerings that you have. Can you walk us through some of those parts and pieces for folks to understand?
Absolutely. You know, what started as a HR Advantage 11 years ago has really blossomed into a full circle business development management consulting firm. So Norma had this amazing idea of working with small companies and then larger companies and then international companies. So she's been everywhere, really taking HR to the next level. And she can kind of go into that a little bit more in a few minutes. But we have a number of different Advantage companies per se. We have HR Advantage. Then we have the Advantage Benefits, which of course is all your health benefits. We do full scale of that, but we also work with other health benefit agents who are looking for partners who need that HR outsourcing. We also offer HR lifelines where you just need that, you know, oh my gosh, I need you to provide me with the answers to this because my head is spinning. I don't know what the latest compliance laws are, things like that. But then we've also, in the last year, really developed our business development management consulting firm, really focusing on the full scale, the full strategy, and how businesses are really trying to get their footing underneath them, especially after the last 2 years.
That's right. And it's so key to know that that's an area of strength for you to help folks get back on their feet, because really, we want to shorten that time of recovery and get folks back to business as fast as possible. Talk to us a little bit about what industries you work with.
Norma, do you want to go through some of the industries? So Norma is an expert in the healthcare industry for sure. She has worked in all scales and actually works with governmental agencies in DC as well. So she has a vast background that she can kind of go into a little bit more. But we also do from manufacturing to construction to hospitality, private aviation and transportation services, law firms, nonprofits especially, really the full gamut, right? And so when you're dealing with HR and in a number of industries, you have to be compliant within their own specific industries. Right. But then you also have to be compliant depending on if you have clients outside of the area. We have law firms that have, 4 different states that they're practicing in. So when we're working with them, we need to be abreast of all of their state laws as well. And that's where Joanna and her team really are experts.
Oh my gosh.
And just to add to that, Katie, I'm sorry there and apologize to our viewers because I am at the airport. And so that was an airplane going through.
Oh.
So I couldn't answer that question. I'm so sorry. But as Teresa explained a little bit, we we have so many different industries that we work with. And I think one of the great things is that our team is pretty vast. We have 10 employees out here in the desert. And then we have specialized consultants that are out in Los Angeles and Las Vegas as well to just help us out a little bit where the gaps may be. But I think that's one of our biggest strengths that, Joanna has a fantastic background in hospitality and health. As I do, I consider myself a guru in compliance and healthcare and so forth. And some of the other ladies have a vast knowledge of hospitality. We also have private aviation, as Teresa mentioned, and many others.
Incredible.
Yes.
And that is one of the areas, we work with so many different businesses locally, nonprofits, all different sizes. And this is just an area that is really difficult to grasp. And so it's nice to know that, going back to kind of the intro, you are a one-stop shop of businesses, different needs and such. And it sounds like, Norma and Joanna, you guys are actually from the desert. You're natives, you know the desert well. But do you also do a lot of work outside of our market as well?
Yes, we do. So not only, throughout the Coachella Valley, out in, the Los Angeles area, but furthermore, I mean, Norma being at the airport at the moment.
Yes, we do. We actually
heading out to Las Vegas, but we can expand to all the different states and as the far reach, actually globally, with Norma's experience. But overall, I think always our main focus, whether they are here in the Coachella Valley or in a different state, is to just have that one touch point approach, the white glove service, and to have a quick resolution no matter where they are. They know that we are right there with them every step of the way. And I think over the last 2 years, technology has really made that even a lot easier to connect with our clients, to have those meetings, to continue to grow our business and theirs as well.
Gosh, that's absolutely incredible. And you're right, with the technology the way that it is now. I mean, it's exactly what we're doing here. You can still connect with clients, but I just have to say how lucky we feel that you guys are right here in our community, because you really are shining stars in the HR field. There really is not another company that I know of, at least, that really does all that you do. It really is remarkable to see. And is it true that is the majority of your staff is bilingual?
Yes. So myself and Norma included, but
Perfect.
the majority of our staff, especially we've noticed that within the hospitality industry, there's always that need with the different departments to be able to connect with the staff. And for us, it's important to build relationships. So when we're able to connect not just with the leaders, but also with those driving the workforce, it's really great for us to be able to build those relationships with them.
Oh, that's amazing. And did you want to add to that, Teresa?
I did. So, so the great story about this is actually Norma, Joanna, and I have all worked together at Bighorn. And so Norma led up the HR team at Bighorn for, I think it was 17 years, and Joanna was there for 10, and myself for 16, doing all the marketing and business development. And so we have this bond, and we have that hospitality background where, we're available 24/7 because that's the way we've been taught, right? And so to see these ladies do the amazing connectivity type of work, especially like when at Bighorn, they develop these amazing ride sharing programs, especially for the maintenance teams, right? So if you're coming out from thermal, it's expensive now with gas as well. So, the innovation and ingenuity and the partnerships that, I've seen these ladies create, these programs that are really, really beyond the box, right, is very exciting. And then to see the last year that I've been with them, the innovation that we've been able to provide and that customer service is really, really cool. One of the things I wanted to mention too is, we have a number of companies that are coming to us that are startups right now. People got really excited, right? So we had a cosmetic surgeon who came to us last July and said, I want to open up my practice in 90 days. And Joanna and myself just went for it, right? So Joanna made sure that all the business operations, all the HIPAA was all taken care of. You know, all the licensing was done. Norma set up the accounts for all of the Botox and credit lines and that kind of thing. And then, of course, I did the website and the branding and the social media. And moving forward, this practice is thriving now. But then we also have companies who are looking to sell, right?
Yep.
So right now they're like, okay, so how do I get the most amount of dollars? And that's where, you know, Norma's strategy comes into play. And she's like, okay, well, this is what we want to do here. And then Joanna's like, okay, well, let's make all the HR operations just like one stop, right? So it's super easy in developing their toolkit. And so then it's that whole idea of getting them set up for, you know, that higher dollar value. So trying to help those companies thrive in a different way is like really important to us.
It almost sounds like, I mean, you really keep people in business. You know, in that full circle of keeping folks in business, whether that's buying, selling, and everything in between. That in itself is really special. Tell me a little bit more about the HR consulting side of things and some of the components of that.
Norma, do you want to address?
Yes, and I hope that I am not frozen.
You're good.
Because I missed that last sentence that you just said, Katie.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I would like to know more about the HR consulting side of things and some of those components.
Yes, absolutely. You know, it's we do tailor a lot of our services to our individual clients' needs. So we don't have, you know, per se, one model that we use for. It's not a one size fits all because we do deal with small employers, we deal with medium employers, and we also have some very large employers, and they all have different.
Uh-oh. Technology.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, there you go.
There we go. And we really tailored our services to the needs that they have at that time. And, you know, you mentioned, Katie, about some of the business needs, you know, with during COVID and so forth. You know, we saw a lot of changes in the community in the desert, and we saw unfortunately, a lot of businesses that started to close down or they had to scale back quite a bit. And, you know, we were even worried for our business, you know, how is this going to go for us? And, you know, we have all these employees and we want to keep them employed. And, you know, we found our team that we were needed the most at that time. And, you know, one of the compliments that we got from our desert employers was that, you know, we wouldn't have known what to do without you guys, because we had two specific leaders, Joanna being one of them, that was on every site of the law in federal and state, watching to see what would happen. And all of our employers, you know, really felt supported during that time. And at that time, we were helping them too with their business and, you know, PPP and how do we do this and get you connected to the right people to get you through. And that's where I think, you know, with Teresa, what she has said is we've really morphed into a business consulting firm because we have that skill set in-house.
It is remarkable to see. And, you know, I feel like we've talked a little bit about this before where obviously at the chamber, we work with a lot of businesses and we see that they're really good at their craft, at whatever it might be. And getting this kind of business support with one company and this kind of attention, you know, I know you serve a lot of folks, but it feels like a boutique company where the attention is individualized and specialized for each business, which is really great. But what from my seat, what I can see is it allows those business owners to go out and shine and put their great work out into the community, knowing that they have a lot of components of their business already cared for. So ladies, thank you so much for all you do in the community, all you do to support businesses and one another. I can't believe I have three amazing powerhouses on this live show today. So I just can't thank you all enough for being here.
It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you,
All right.
Katie.
We'll see you guys soon. Promise to come back. If there are some compliance pieces we can talk about, some new consulting pieces, promise to come back and share with us, okay?
We'd love that.
Thank
All right.
you.
We'll see you all
Absolutely.
soon. Thanks,
Okay.
friends.
Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Safe travels, Norma.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for joining us today on Live with Your Chamber. You know, it's a great opportunity to meet incredible local businesses. They're experts in their fields. And the nice thing about it is you have access to them. Call them up and say, I saw you on the Live with Your Chamber show. I need to learn more about this. I need to learn more about that. And you'll see on the screen also benefits, compliance, coaching, marketing, business development, executive searches. It's a great time to get your business in order because we know we're going to be launching forward. Oh man, there's so much to look forward to as things are opening, as things are healing. We're into recovery mode. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And lastly, I just want to say, thanks so much to our sponsor, KESQ, Local 2, and News Channel 3 as well. We definitely appreciate all of the support from all of you in the community as well. Thank you for shopping local and shopping small. We'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks.